right, everybody. We went through some huge losses in the entertainment world this past week. First of all was Malcolm-Jamal Warner of Cosby Show fame. Passed away, drowning in, was it Costa Rica?
Yeah, he was in
Um,
Costa Rica saving a child.
right. And I think his daughter was and just obviously very unfortunate, very unfortunate. It kind of reminds me of the Shadowgas bars.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking that, bro.
Mm.
Just thinking
yeah,
that.
yeah, and that was a riptide specifically. I don't think there was a riptide involved here, but when those things happen, when you hear about those things, hey, I like the ocean, I like the beach. I'd be looking for riptides in the sand to make sure that because if that joint catches you, it's hard to get out. Don't swim against it. Swim to the side. Swim to the side. Try,
Yeah,
because if it got you, man,
that's much
you
harder.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't swim. This is as far as the water go to me, and that's about it.
It just
um,
depends, like where you are too, because like certain places, like I was in Puerto Rico, but I was in the north, and
mhm,
those waters ain't no fucking joke.
mm.
Ain't no joke. Those are surfer waters.
Yeah, surfing. Nah, that's like skydiving to me.
I
I
went
I
skydiving. It's so much fun. So much fun.
I hear you. Not for me. I don't need. I'm not
I'll go
like
to an
it's not gonna
indoor
fulfill me.
skydive joint.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
I jumped out of a plane.
Congrats. It's great for you. No, that is really like
Yeah,
because I don't know like what you would feel. I know like I would be sick. Like I would
yeah.
vomit if the plane is starting to like. I have a thing with planes anyway, and then I'm like, oh, I'm on a plane. I'm already iffy with planes. Then I got to jump out of one. I don't know about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to move. So, but any memories or
Cosby
anything you
Show,
want to say
man.
about Theo, aka or not AKA, but Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah, that's Theo. That's the like I grew up on him,
Yeah.
which is the craziest thing. Like it you never think, and he was so young. So like when I saw it on Instagram, I was like, whoa, what? Like I couldn't. It's so unfortunate. It really is, and we lost a good talent. You know.
Yeah, I knew him from the Malcolm and Eddie show. Him and
Yes.
Eddie
Yeah.
Griffin.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cause like I always thought like the Cosby Show was too wholesome, so I never watched it. But
Yeah.
I love comedy, so him and Eddie Griffin always had a show together. I used to watch that, so I know him from that. I know Eddie Griffin going through it. That was his man's.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he might have posted something. Well, it doesn't stop there, folks. Ozzy Osbourne passed away just a couple days later. Black Sabbath. I like Black Sabbath. They had just finished like a final world tour. And then the timing was a little crazy. So he passes away. I forget it, what age, but um, obviously like a music icon. Had that reality show
Yeah.
as well. How maybe people from our generation got to know him. Yeah. Any anything you have to say about that?
It was it was shocking when I first saw it because when I first saw it on Instagram, it was someone reposting how he wanted to die and go out with a bang. And I was
Mm,
like, wait, did he just pass away? Like I was just like, and I feel like it was also just back to back for me because it was like Malcolm, and then a couple days later it was Ozzy, and I was like, what the hell? Um, and I'm not the biggest metal fan, but I
mm,
appreciate what he has done for the music industry and what he has like done for honestly pop culture also. He's a pop culture icon.
yes.
So you could give all his flowers. My cousin ended up going to the Madison Square Garden tribute for him that they had on, I think it was Thursday,
Mm,
and he said it was wonderful, and he had a lot of fun. And he was like, Ozzy said not to cry, so he's not gonna cry. He's gonna bang it out and have fun. And I was like, that was really sweet.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, Ozzy was the GOAT. Mr. Crowley was one of my favorite
mm,
songs by him. And using him to sing and play guitar in Guitar Hero, I think that was 3 or World Tour, one or the other. I forget which one. Them joints is a blur now. But
tell me about it.
just hearing his songs in there, the Ozzy show, him and his family always made me laugh.
Mm.
He a WWE Hall of Famer,
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
you know. Sad to lose a legend like that.
Agreed. And before we get to this last one, I want to reiterate rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne, rest in power to Michael-Jamal Warner. And whew, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, Hulk Hogan passed away yesterday morning, or at least it was reported yesterday morning at 71. Um, what can we say? Icon. The reason that we even do this podcast, the
Yeah.
reason that wrestling is even popular today, um, the biggest box office attraction till maybe Stone Cold came along, or had the longest run at the top until at least John Cena came along in WWE. I mean, um, made the boys a lot of money during his time at the top. Um, the industry is not the same without him.
Yeah.
He's also a liar and a racist, and if I could be frank, a bitch ass nigga.
So wait.
I'll let Leslie
So
go before I go.
nah. This is gonna be real brief because everybody know I hated him. So it's just a quote that that Fat Joe has. So I was listening to the Fat Joe and Jada
Joe,
joint,
Jada,
right?
Jada, yeah.
And he said, "Yo, I know it's people that when I die they gonna throw a parade." Well, I
Mm.
threw a parade as I was walking to the train yesterday and found out this news.
Before you go, B, I'm sorry. I just wanted to highlight before you go that you had mentioned yesterday, when the news broke that you had mixed feelings, and I know you
Yeah.
have family. There was a Hulkamaniac,
Still is.
at the height of his power,
It doesn't
still
matter.
is, and I'm sure that person is maybe going through it.
He
Right.
sure is. Um, yeah, I have mixed feelings because Hulk Hogan was my first favorite wrestler. The reason
Mm,
I watch wrestling is because, first of all, to put it all out there, I'm my brother's tail. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. My brother's 10 years older than me. I've been his tail my whole life. And his favorite wrestler was Hulk Hogan, so my favorite wrestler was Hulk Hogan. He liked wrestling, so I liked wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be talking about wrestling at all if it wasn't for my older brother and the amount of like love he had for Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
Right.
and he does understand that like the person is not the greatest person in the world, but
Mm.
he was a Hulkamaniac. I was a Hulkamaniac, and I can't like that's just the facts. So there's mixed feelings because it's like, oh, this is a literal end of a legend, like a end of an era. Like I it's crazy because I'm just like, wow, I'm living through a lot of end of the eras. Like I seen Cena's whole career, I seen Orton's whole career, uh, and those are about to end. Um, and it was mixed feelings. Like I was like, damn, that was like my childhood. I looked up to Hulk Hogan at one point because I was a Hulkamaniac. Um, so it was very mixed feelings. And I think my brother's doing okay. To be honest, he didn't really want to talk about it, but I know like we're this really affected a lot of people, and I give all my condolences to everybody affected this week with all everybody who has passed away, from Malcolm to Ozzy to Hulk Hogan, their friends, their families. Like my condolences, and the fans who really are taking these deaths as hard as they are.
I I was kind of balancing condolences to the family, because for all intents and purposes, they're his family are bad people too. Um, I think Brooke is like the one that like kind of came on the other side and just became better for it.
Mhm.
So certainly my condolences towards her and anybody else that is, has an ounce of good, and maybe even not an ounce of good. Maybe, hey man, you're going through a loss and that is heavy, and we're human. Um, though there is a part of me. So they're gonna do the 10 bell salute.
Yeah.
SmackDown tonight is in Cleveland, I believe.
Hmm.
Last time, his last WWE appearance was in LA, and he got
Booed
booed out
out
the
the park.
building.
Yeah.
And I believe they're in Detroit on Monday. Um, this is gonna be a disrespectful question. I ain't gonna lie. So that moment of silence, is Cleveland and Detroit gonna be silent?
Yeah, I think so. I think out of just the pure respect of someone dying, not out of
Right,
this respect of him. You know
right,
what I mean? Like it's sometimes it's not even because of the person. It's sometimes just out of the respect that someone has died, and other people, other than even if you don't like the person, other people that you do like have have like a connection to that person and might be
right.
hurt by them, and it's more of like respecting the people around them more than respecting the person who died.
And they're
Correct.
doing it for the respect of wrestling.
Yeah,
Right, right. The legacy of it.
yeah,
I also just want to highlight the memes have been,
crazy,
um,
crazy,
yeah,
and honestly justified. I completely understand where people are coming from. I'm playing very much as a devil advocate in this situation of like,
hmm
I understand where people are coming from, but I'm also like, people are still here who are mourning, and I've been on both sides.
for sure. And we here at MCW, we're gonna keep it civil.
Yeah,
Um, but all I have to say is the internet is very creative. That's all I will say.
okay,
I don't know if maybe I don't have human in me. I don't know if I have the human in me to say rest in peace. I think like you
yeah,
said, Bianca, like whatever side of the fence you're on, you're right. You're right to not like the things he did or what he
yeah,
stood for, and you're right to and if you want to like really get into the controversy, you can look that up. We're not gonna get into it here. There's a lot of things.
yeah.
There's like as much as he did great, he did
There's
a
a
lot
lot.
of bad things too.
Yeah,
And so I can extend some condolences to his family, and I think that's about it from my side.
hmm,
I think what you said, Bianca, was very well and eloquently put, and I think what you said, Leslie, was very well and eloquently put, because we're just speaking from the heart.
yeah.
Ain't that right? So that'll do it for this segment. When we come back, we're gonna talk some wrestling.